Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AMIR by RUNAIZU. Introduction, Industrial Relation. The industrial relation is relationship, especially between employees and employer, and also trade union. Industrial relation is about the relationship in work environment that involves the employees, employers, and trade union. Besides that, the industrial relation is for highlighting the right of employees as employees and employer as an employer, with the help of trade union as a third party in solve any problem or help to get their right, especially in employees, especially for employees.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NADZMIE and I'm going to present about the roles of government in industrial relation, which is Ministry of Human Resources. Before we started, we must know what are the roles of the government in industrial relation. The industrial relation process and the relationship between employees and employer are influenced by the government and its agency through the government construction, passing and implementation of relevant industrial relation law, policy and regulation. The legal framework within which industrial relation must function is determined by the government and agency, possibly in consultation with other role players in industrial relation process. This include things such as trade union representative, employee and select employee. The first role of government in industrial relation, which is Ministry of Human Resources, is give the legal framework in that organization. Legal framework can be legal limitation that are needed to impose of an employee and employee relationship. As example, the amount of hour an employee is allowed to legally work, but there are also some restriction for works. In addition, for how much salary need to pay to employee during weekend or day off, it is the government need to pay more salary than the regular work hour to the employee. Furthermore, the government can also become directly or indirectly involved in the industrial relation process when boundaries are overstepped or negotiation go awry. The government can involve issue in industrial relation such as settling in court, implementing policy. All of these are important roles for the government, especially Ministry of Human Resources in industrial relation. They should always be more intelligent to manage the organization effectively. It is because to build a better organization and can create an excellent employee in the future. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name is AQIL bin JEFFRY. My part is I'm going to explain about the introduction of trade union. So basically, a trade union is an association of workmen and employees which are occupied temporary or permanent in a trade or an occupation or an industry to follow lawful objectives such as Association of University of Malaya academic staff. Moreover, there are three types of trade unions in Malaysia, which is public sector, private sector, and employees union. According to the Industrial Relations Act Section 2, a workman is any person including an apprentice employed by an employer under a COA, contract of employment, to work for hire or reward and for the purpose of any proceedings in relation to a trade union, includes any such person who has been dismissed, discharged or retrenched in connection with or in consequence of that dispute, or whose dismissal, discharge or retrenchment has led to that dispute.
Objective and function of trade union. Firstly, the objectives and function of trade union is to promote the interests of the member. The trade union was established to promote the interests of their member, which are the employees, with to protect their interests and support their right in one organization. The trade union is responsible to make sure the interests and right of their member to be guaranteed in the organization as he deserves as an employee. Secondly, to obtain and maintain justice for the member. The justice that are to obtain and maintain for the member is including the security of the member at the workplace, proper rate of remuneration for the employees in terms of security, ensure employees are not harassed by employers is one of the role and trait of trade union. And for the third objective and function is to promote the social welfare of the members. Social welfare is the of the employees is one of the responsible the trade union in terms of to make sure the social welfare of the employees get better and increase among the employees. Promote social welfare of the member in terms of the related to maternity leave, emergency leave or sick leave. And then lastly, the objective and function of trade union is to promote legislation. To promote legislation affecting the interest of the member. In these objectives, the trade union is function to make sure the legislation of the organization that are made by the employees of the organization was fair and impartial to the employees and not give any effect to the employees itself.
Next, I'm going to present the reason why should join the trade union. The first reason why should join trade union is because better wage and benefit. Some company or organization really not concerned about their worker. They just simply give salary without see the qualification of the worker. For example, if the worker that have master or PhD in education, they just manage to give regular salary to them. Meanwhile, in trade union, they concern about their employee. If there are any problem about salary or any else, they will manage to make negotiation with their management to give their salary according to their qualification. Furthermore, trade union have personal protection. They will be as our protection if we involve in any problem. Not only can tell you the rights, but they also will defend your rights. Every employee have the authority to express their voice. If there are any dissatisfaction, such as about the employee or the environment, if the demand is fulfilled, this will help the employee to be motivated and will try to improve their efficiency in that place. Trade union will always be with you when you feel unhappy and will seek for solution to solve your problem. Moreover, trade union also have equality. They seek for justice that organization and will fight discrimination against race, gender and disability. This trade union respect all their employee and concern about them. It surely will promote a good place and motivates employee. Today, some of the biggest trade union are led by the women, and they really encourage women and young people to be a successful leader. That is the reason why we should join trade union. Trust me, you will not going to regret once you join them. You have the ability and the right to show your opinion in that organization. This really can help build better employee and motivate union in the future. All of these are the benefit of the trade union, and that is the reason why everyone should join or participate in trade union.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. The importance of having trade union in one company is trade unions are instrumental in creating and strengthening collective bargaining power between the employees and employers. A good relationship between a strong trade union and the employer helps the workers to enjoy more benefits and see better pay commensurate with increased productivity. Strong trade unions are pertinent in making sure the rights of the workers are not violated by the employers, besides that being a medium to boost labor productivity. Workers who join a trade union are more likely to have better terms and conditions and then those who do not, because trade unions negotiate for their members through collective bargaining agreements and protect them from bad management practices. All aspects of working life should be the subject of discussion and agreement between employers and employees under the protection of a trade union. Trained representatives of the union lead this negotiation on behalf of employees.
Important to establish a trade union in one company. The important is the trade union will present the employees. The trade union will present the employees to overcome any problem and issue that could arise between employee and employer. The trade union also will present the employee in terms of to get justice of the organization as an employees. The employees will be helped by the trade union, which are they join to help them in upholding their priorities as an employee in the organization. Besides that, the trade union also will represent their member to promote the interest of the member. to obtain and maintain justice for the members, to promote the social welfare of the member, and to promote legislation affecting the interests of their member.
Assalamualaikum, my name is NADZMIE binti AZMAN. I want to present the type of union. First, union craft or occupational union. A craft union is a collection of wage earners who work in a single craft or occupation, or a group or of craft or vocation that are closely connected. Craft unions include carpenter, plumbers, electrician, weavers, and crane driver unions. Then, occupational or professional unions are closely connected to craft unions. A professional union is primarily a union of employees who have specialist skills such as teachers, physicians, engineers, and chartered accountants. Unions. Craft union can be founded at the plant, community, company, region, industry, or even national level. Second, industrial union. An industrial union is one that represents all kinds of employees in a specific industrial facility or industry as a whole, regardless of skill or job differences. It combines all worker groups, unskilled, semi-skilled, and skilled and highly skilled into a single fold. Unions of this type can also be created at the plant, region, or industry levels. Then, this union may or may not be linked with a high-level federation. In the United States and the United Kingdom, which have a long history of craft union creation, there has been a significant increase in the number of industrial unions in recent years. The third type is a general union. A general union is one whose membership is available to all kinds of workers, regardless of craft, vocation, craft, industry, or job. With a few exceptions, general unions in India are primarily restricted to the local levels. This union membership is mostly made up of employees from small business and jobs. In the general, the issues that these personnel face are rather widespread. Then, in many situations, the area's employers who own small-sized business create groups in order to take a united stance in talks.
Next, I'm going to share to you about the example of trade union in Malaysia. MTUC or Congress Kesatuan Sekerja Malaysia is an example of trade union. MTUC is a Congress of Business Association in Malaysia. The Congress was originally established in 1949 and registered under Community Act 1955. It is the oldest national union centre representing Malaysia worker. MTUC have the concern regarding the employee welfare such as salary and bonus work hour. This union will conduct a meeting with their management. Whether it is about the employee behaviour or salary, the union will find some solution to solve the problem. From that action, it will make the employees satisfied and trying to work efficiently in the company. In addition, MTUC also provide some training for their worker. The training will be a good start for them. It is because to improve their efficiency when doing their work. When they involve with any situation, they can easily manage the problem effectively. This trade union, which is MTUC, is a very good example of union because they always concerned about their employee. That is all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sharifah Nurnadirah binti Roslan. I will present about the IRA 1967 related with the TU power. As stipulated in the Trade Union Act 1959, the Section 25A, both a trade union of employee or employer can take action to stop the action to stop the trade by launching a legal strike and the lockout. However, the provision also stress the penalty and enforceable if a trade union do not comply with the requirement of the regulation. However, a registered trade union may be sued and prosecuted under registered name in Section 25(1) in the Trade Union Act. Next, a trade union who register has been cancelled or withdrawn may be sued and prosecuted under the name which is was registered in Section 25(2) in the Trade Union Act. Lastly, in the civil proceeding to the execution for any money recovered from the trade union can be done or issued against any property belonging to or held in trust for the trade union other than benevolent found the registered union in Section 25(4) in Trade Union Acts.
In conclusion, the freedom to engage in economic activity is acknowledged under Malaysian industrial law. However, it is heavily regulated. While workers' right to strike is not denied, it is constrained in order to strike a compromise between unlimited freedom to strike and the necessity for industrial peace in the sake of economic progress. A trade union must follow all laws, particularly the regulation of the Trade Union Association 1955-59. It should discourage members from engaging in unlawful actions such as strike actions. Thank you.